Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys can see, we got a package right here. So I kind of have a video in progress. I'm not gonna give out the biggest secret, but I'm gonna give out the smallest secret, you could say. So got some new wheels on the EK, and then so I'm pretty sure the other video would be out by the time I'm recording this. But if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Go check it out because it's gonna make more sense. But this is all I'm gonna show you guys here. So this is gonna be an unboxing video, and if I do record, hopefully install video. I try to search up some install videos for H2B Civic, but I haven't seen nobody really install it on the H22 yet. So I'm not sure. I doubt I'm gonna be the first one to record it, but yeah, I'm gonna do an unboxing right now, then hopefully install it in other clips if I record. So I'm gonna unbox right now. Alright, so I'm done unboxing the Nitrous kit. So I had bought this kit from Nitrous outlet. So the setup I had got right here is a direct port 100 shot. Oh, I believe this kit is capable up to 50 to 250 shot. I think that's what I read in the description, but 4-cylinder direct. So got the lines right here, the bottle, free t-shirt, all this. This is my first Nitrous setup and my dad's first Nitrous setup, because my dad did a turbo B20 back in the days and an all motor GSR, so he never had a Nitrous car. So that's why he did a Nitrous H22, since back then the H22 was more of the big block of Honda before the K24, before the K24 got popular, until the K24 got cheap. As you guys can tell, we got the original plans was to go K20 in this car, or K24 in this car, but as you can tell, we got an H22. The plans kind of went left, or yeah, but yeah. So we got the bottle right here. I believe this is a 10-pound bottle. Got the what are these called? The ports, I believe, the direct ports, the lines, just all the simple stuff. And yeah, so as of right now, this is just an unboxing. Hopefully I record me installing it into the car. But so this is a dry shot, which my tuner recommended to me. So basically the difference between a dry shot and a wet shot is you gotta upgrade your fuel system or your injectors. So as you guys can see right here, I got alpha injectors, 1000 cc. He recommended those to me, and then 100 shot. So that's the setup I went with. And then the wet shot, I believe it's a nitrous and fuel from 2 different lines going into the intake. So my tuner recommended me a dry shot, so I went dry shot. I wanted to go direct port. So the plans is, I'm not planning on squeezing the button. I'm planning on tuning it, or my tuner, or I'm gonna send it to my tuner, of course, but I'm planning to tune it where the ECU lets the motor know when to squeeze nitrous. So like at a certain RPM, or like for example, like 100 shot from first to third, and then in fourth probably like a 50 shot. So it's all up to my tuner. I don't have no experience with tuning. I tried to upload a base map, and then I had failed horribly. The motor didn't want to start no more. I had to call my tuner, or I had to hit him up for the base map, and then he sent it to me. So it's running perfect on a base map right now. So now, since we have the Nitrous kit, we're gonna install it, get it tuned and everything. So yeah. All right, guys. So got the slicks right there. So these are my dad's old slicks from all the way. I don't even know how to say it, but like 2000. I don't even, like 2006 probably. I don't even know, but he had them before I was born for sure. And I'm still young right now. So, so the plans are to make it out to Las Vegas IFO, which is on December 8th, 2024. So if we can get the car done, like situated, tuned, and everything before, then we're going. But hopefully we can go. So these slicks are no good. As you can tell, they're like goddamn near like 20 years old. They're all cracked up. They don't hold air no more. So I am gonna be using the rims, but I'm gonna be buying new slicks for sure, of course. But the plans for now is to get the kit installed, get it tuned, then worry about the slicks. But so right now I'm gonna show you guys where I'm mounted at. So I'm gonna take you guys to the trunk right now. All right, so I'm in the trunk of the car. Don't mind all the stuff here. So the only reason I want to put it in the little quarter or corner part of the car, or of the trunk, because I want to keep the spare tire. I see most guys, they run it in the middle or on the corner, but those are, yeah, like I said, those don't run it in the corner if I can keep the spare tire, because this car is, now since all the stuff we're doing to it, I don't know about a daily driver anymore. But I'm not planning on squeezing nitrous like every day, of course, but of course I'm gonna just bring it out every time we run it. But I am gonna be taking off all the sound bending first, because if you guys know, this is just dead weight, honestly. So either heat gun or dry ice. But I had tried dried ice on my dad's EG coupe all the way back then, and it came out perfect. But the other half we did of like the inside of the car, because as you can tell, or if you guys know, it's all under the carpet and everything too. But my car is still full interior, as you guys know. So I had dried heat gun, and then it just kind of it takes it off, but it kind of sticks to like the surface, which I want like a clean look. So either if I could find dry ice in my area, probably I'm gonna go with that, of course. But also, as you guys know, that I said that the original plans were to go K24 in my car, so I'll put the picture in of my dad's EG Coupe. It's more of like a drag car. The suspension is like fully built. It has like all like PCI, it's like drag racing, all type of, you know, like stiff suspension and everything. So that car is a drag car, and the plans were to throw the H22 in there. But then since I had blew up, or since my single cam had blew a head gasket, we had all the parts for the H22, and then we have a lot of parts for the K series too, don't get me wrong, but then it would be more faster and easier to throw than the H22. So then yeah, I didn't know I wanted the H22, or I'm not gonna say I didn't have no choice, but then I'm grateful. It's clean, you know, everything, it's fast. For a bass amp, like just for like a simple tune, just to get it running, it's like pulling ready. So waiting until it's like really like fully tuned, especially with Nitrous on there, man. I mean, I can't wait. So yeah, so the plans were to throw in the H22 into my dad's drag car. It was like a fully built CNC ported head, you know, just all like the drag Honda stuff, you could say, and then a K20, like a semi-built K24 in here, because I had got the K24 with the high mileage. So then we're plans to replace the pistons, just all the simple stuff, just to refresh the engines, like the bearings. But then now since I have the H22 in here, I still don't know the plans yet, but I'm thinking of putting the K24 in my dad's drag car, since it's all chopped up, it's all suspensioned up, and everything. It's all literally like a drag car. We just need to put a motor in there. So then I might fully build that K24 and just throw it in there, like a ported head, sleeve block, drag cartel cams or anything. I don't know. I'm just talking right now, but yeah. But I can't really think too much in the future right now, because as you can tell, we got the H22 in here. I'm gonna worry about this first, get it running right. But then, alright guys, but I do compression test right now, since we're gonna have the Nitrous kit, we're about to send it. So I just want to make sure everything's all good now. So like I said earlier, if you guys didn't watch the other video, go watch it, because it's gonna make more sense. So basically, if you guys don't know how to do compression test, so basically take out all the spark plugs, disconnect your distributor, look on your fuse panel over here and see which one primes the fuel pump. For me, I did this so many times, I already know which one it is. So then find which one of the connectors fits in your cylinder, on your cylinder head. Connect the gauge, and then yeah, just crank it up. Put your feet on the gas. I say crank it up around like 12 times, and then go check the gauge, of course. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'm gonna show you guys the results. Alright guys, so as you've seen in the other clip, that I did a compression test and it kind of dropped down a little bit, but I did another one today and it went back up to 145. So I think I'm gonna just send it, honestly, because if it's not gonna blow up, but if it does, I have the right tune for it, and then I could just change out whatever is not sending. I don't know. I feel like I am doing like a half-ass job, but then like I don't know. But then I got some dry ice right here. I'm just gonna crush it up. I'm about to take out all the sound deadening in the trunk and the back seat, but I don't know how I'm gonna take that one on the shock tower. I might use a heat gun, but I don't want to use a heat gun because, like I said, it kind of gets like stuck to the surface. But I'm about to take all this out. So I had bought like a whole 7-pound bag for 18 bucks around there. So I'm about to do the whole trunk, and then these two little pads in the back seat. I do want to do the whole interior, but it's gonna be a pain to take out the whole interior, like the carpet, the seats, center console, and it's not really a lot of work, but you know, it's time consuming. So for now, I'm gonna do the back seat and the trunk, since it's kind of like easier to get to. And all right, so I crushed up like half of the bag, and then it only did like this quarter. I'm gonna like spread it around, of course, but then I don't know how I'm gonna do like this side panel, you could say, and then like I said, the shock tower is kind of like difficult, but for sure like the bottom part right here and this part. But this is all I got for now. So I'm gonna just hit it with a hammer, and then so basically what the dry ice does is it freezes the plastic or the sound deadening, and then you can be able to just like crack it off, or like use like a putty knife and just chip it off. But yeah, I'm gonna do all this and I'll show you guys the after results. Alright guys, new day. So I got all the sound deadening out, and then as you guys can see, I got the bottle mounted up and all the direct ports in the manifold already drilled and everything, and threaded. So I was gonna plant the bottle right here on this side of the car, but then the exhaust is right here, and then I don't want like the cold nitrous line next to the hot exhaust, which, you know, might be dangerous, might pop or anything. So I put it right here. It was kind of hard to mount the bottle in, because as you can see, these two bolts are here. It's like a frame rail, like a rectangle, and then the bash bar kind of like supports the bash bar. So then, as you guys, well, you can't really see because under the bottle, but I have like a ton of holes in my trunk now. So we got the line right there, the little exhaust tube. So the exhaust is basically like a blow-off valve. It relieves all the pressure in the bottle. And I heard you do need that to run nitrous at the track. So as of right now, I got all the sound ending right here, and then I just have this little scale. It's like a little kitchen scale. So as you guys can see, LB, which is pounds. So we're just gonna weigh it. So around like 7.5 pounds, 7 pounds, you could say. It's not accurate, as you can see. It's like the small little kitchen scale, but then, hey, that's 7 pounds of just dead weight that just got up my car. You know, that doesn't really help with anything. It doesn't really, you know, like support anything. As you can see, like all this metal over here kind of supports like the side of the car, but then that's just dead weight, honestly. So then I got the manifold right here, got it all tapped and everything. So let me get the tap real quick if I can find it. So I bought these little taps right here on Amazon, and then I just marked where I wanted to drill it, and I just drilled it, tapped it, and then yeah, and then so what I recommend is if you guys can get like a little cable wire like this or a clothes hanger, and then you can kind of see where you want to like put your direct ports at. So then I kind of like mocked it up, you could say, but then yeah. So then all the sound endings out. Got the bottle mounted up. All the holes in the manifold drilled, and then if you come to the front of the car, so I did run the nitrous line under the car just in case. I heard you gotta run it under the car at the track if you want to run at the track. As you guys know, I want to make it to IFO in Vegas, so I ran it like in the middle, like the subframe and the LCA, the rear LCA, and I put it right here where the old fuel line is at. So then I kind of want to tuck it like somewhere under the manifold, and then have like the nitrous lines going in the manifold, like under it. So the lines coming out from the middle right here, and then going to like each port, so they can make it like a little tuck or like a little cleaner, you could say. So bottom mounted up, got the manifold drilled. So the next plan is to flare out the lines and like bend it. So on the drag EG car, my dad had put like all the brake lines are here inside the dashboard, so he had bought the kit like a while ago, like to flare it, to bend it over there, the little red thing right there. But yeah, we're just gonna bend all the nitrous lines, flare and everything, and get it put on the manifold. And hopefully I film it, man. All this, like how I like working on cars, I'm kind of hard at filming it because I just want to put it on, get my car running and everything ready. But then got all the injector wires are here, and I kind of like tucked up the wires here, kind of zip tied all these wires I don't need. This is the AFR gauge wire. Map sensor, TPS, and all that over there, which I do need, injector wires. But then I kind of want to find a way where this is not sitting on top of the oil filter, just because I need to do an oil change. But then before, all the wires are just scattered everywhere, and I was scared it might like go on the axle, might get caught up or ripped off or anything when you're going fast. Also, I do want to include, if you guys are doing this for your car, like watching this video to like help you guys put on the system. So these little dots are here. I don't know if you can see it, but these little dots are here are going to indicate you where your runner, or not where your runner, where your port is running at. So it's gonna be faced so that if that dot's facing like towards the injectors, it's gonna be facing towards the I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it's gonna be facing towards the engine, towards the intake runner. You can see the little dot. That's where the nitrous sprays are. Don't mind all that metal shavings. I'm gonna clean out with the brake cleaner, but alright, so I got the nitrous kit put on. So I noticed I didn't really film much, but I'm gonna basically break it down from step 1 to what I did last. So so tapping the manifold, I'd suggest buying some taps off of Amazon, and then just basically threading it in. Then put the ports in. Then after that, when it comes to bending the line, buy this little brake bender kit. I believe that's what they call it on Amazon. I believe they go for like 30 to 40 bucks. My dad had bought this like years ago, so I just basically pieced it all together, like looking for the parts all over my garage. So these two are gonna help you flare it. These two are gonna help you cut them, and this is gonna help you bend them. So you basically just want to like put it like that, and basically just bend the lines. You know, kind of straight. It's straightforward. And then I'm gonna show you on this here. So. So put your hard line in whatever fits, because you can see there's like many options, and this is the one that fits for me. I've seen people, they have like bigger like hard lines in this, but if you guys get the same kit as me, it's gonna be the same thing. So then put the hard line in there, and then get the tip of the flare, and then basically just keep on turning it until you like how the flare comes out. Like some people have different preferences. So then, yeah, it's basically straightforward. So before I thought it was like complicated until my dad like kind of taught me how to do it. So then I just it was really straightforward. So if you guys bended brake lines before, it's basically the same thing. But this is I can't really show you guys like how to bend the brake line because I don't have no tripod. So I'd suggest like watching a video on how to bend brake lines, and then it's basically the same thing, and it's straightforward. So then just bend it however you want to do your ports, or however you want to run your lines. I've seen some people, they run their lines like all like squiggly and like just everywhere like a mess, and I don't really like that. I like a clean look just like this right here. And this fitting right here, I don't like how it's like sticking out like that, even though it is a 90 fitting, but it doesn't want to go down anymore. And if I try to force it down, it's gonna strip, so I don't want to do that. And so, okay, what else do I do? So after that, I had tested, you have to test this. You have to test your system for leaks, because you can't just bolt everything on and just try to wing it. You can't, that's not how it works. So I suggest you can either do it in the car for you to save less work. That's what I did. Or you can do it out the car. I've seen some people, they just put it on the table, get the cylinder all wired up, and their manifold, like all the lines connected. So basically, that's what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so how I mounted my manifold, or how I tested my manifold, which I'll put in the clip right now. I just propped up the manifold like right here with the line connected, and then I just opened up the bottle. Then one more. I'll show you guys the wiring right now actually. So also these are two relays. One is this is my purge, and that's my for the nitrous cylinder. So as you can see, those black wires right there connected to the green one, those are the power wires, or those are the wires for my solenoid and my purge system. And the green, I didn't really record the wiring because I'm still not wired up also, but I don't want to record the wiring because everybody has different relays. And then also I don't want to help somebody like, I do want to help people, don't get me wrong, but then like I don't want to like have someone watch this video and then they wire the car up all wrong and they try to like pin it on me. But like, you know, I'm not a professional. So I'd suggest whoever you buy the kit from, so for example, say you buy it from Nitrous outlet, search up like a wire diagram for the relay, like for like 4-cylinder direct port, whatever. Or you could also call them like I have green, white, yellow, red, whatever, which one's power, which one's ground. So it sounds odd because before, like obviously black is always ground and red's always power, but it turns out white for me is ground, and then green is power. So then I just fed the two lines, one from the purge and one from the nitrous cylinder, in the firewall right there, all right there. And I'm getting the power straight from the battery, from the positive. So basically what I did was turn on the bottle. Don't connect the wires, and I repeat, don't connect the wires, because it is easy to keep on shooting out and shooting out and shooting out, like all the nitrous. So connect the bottle, or turn on the bottle, have your manifold all propped up or whatever, and then touch your solenoid wire. You gotta test for purge and solenoid and your nitrous solenoid. So touch the solenoid wire on the green on your nitrous solenoid relay, and then it should shoot out. So excuse me. So once you touch it, and that's when the nitrous activates, so it shoots out from the manifold. And then basically more of the main leaks come from the solenoids. They don't really leak from right here. That's what I heard, and that's what, you know, from personal experience. On the first try, none of them really leaked from right here, but they were leaking from the purge and the nitrous solenoid. So they don't recommend putting white tape on the fittings right there. But then I had tightened it 2 times and it kept on leaking, so I put white tape on there and it stopped leaking. And also my uncle, he did do the same thing, because like he said, they don't recommend doing it, but he did it. He hit 320 with the 100 shot K24, bone stock K24 with the 100 shot 320. It doesn't look like he's doing a problem. So what I was thinking is, I was thinking that the nitrous would like, since it's cold, like since it's like a cold liquid or like a cold like air, that it would freeze up the white tape and like get the system clogged up. Which hopefully not. But then, like I said, he hit 320 all motor or nitrous K24 with a 100 shot, and then it ran good. It's running good. So that's what I did to mine. And then, like I said, it kept on just leaking and leaking. Like no matter how much I tighten it, it just kept on leaking on like all the fittings and like the plugs and stuff, like the Allen key plug on the back of the, I believe on the bottom or the back of the solenoid. So then I put white tape and it was all perfect. So bend your lines. Okay, so step 1, bend your lines. Step 2, test your test all your lines, like the purge and the solenoid. Then yeah, just connect everything all together. So how I ran my nitrous line was, hopefully I put this like the clip of me like filming the nitrous line before. So like, because I went under the car to like bolt up to the chassis, like bolt the main line to the chassis. So also I suggest that go under the car and drill the hole up instead of like try to guess and like just drill it down, because I had drilled so many times to like for the nitrous line and I got lucky right there. That's in between the LCA and the rear subframe. So then I just put it on the side of the gas, like fed it on the side of the gas tank, and then just mounted it on. So on EKs, they do come with like this little black like pad, you could say, that holds up the fuel lines. So I just connect like I didn't zip tie it to the fuel line, but then I just like mounted it like on the side of it. So also I suggest buying this kit off of Amazon too. This is what they're called right here. So basically, how do I open this? So they provide hardware too. They believe these are little foreheads with nuts, and then just tap screws right here. So then basically put your main line in here in this little black hole right here, and then you could just squeeze down right here and just bolt it down to the chassis like that. These are like lifesavers, man. I didn't know how I was gonna mount up the line to the chassis without having like a struggle. Like, cause like, man, like you're going fast, it might fall down, but those they hold in pretty secure. So then I just ran the line from the bottle right there, from the bottom of the corner of the car, all the way down next to the fuel line, next to the gas tank, and then it came out right here where the where my old fuel line is at. As you can see, it's cut right there because I don't need that fuel line no more. So the hose is coming out right there from like in the back of the what is that, the subframe, tucked under the manifold, and then goes into this fitting right here, which goes to the solenoid right here, and then the purge system right here. So then they're basically gonna like share nitrous, you could say, but just all one big line. And then from the nitrous solenoid right here all the way down to under the manifold, and tucks and then comes out right here. But then honestly, since me and my dad never installed nitrous before, it's basically like straightforward besides the wiring. Like I said, I haven't really fully done the wiring yet, but just like so far, like us testing it, it's not hard. Because like, as you know, like a turbo, like if you put it in a turbo kit on your car, it's more like, okay, you put the pipes, the intercooler, the turbo right there, then it's more like simple, like more like kind of straightforward. But then this is like straightforward too, like once you start like putting stuff together, like the solenoid on top of the purge, like with the purge, with the fittings, like it's more like straightforward. So first, I was gonna mount it right here on this shock tower, like right here, because you know the line's like right here, or right there on the firewall. But then I heard from, I don't know if you guys watch him, his name's Young Static on YouTube. He's a great YouTuber. He said that you can't run, no, it wasn't nitrous, it was the fuel regulator. You can't run the fuel regulator on the firewall since it's so close to the header. But thing is, he has a K-swap. So as you know, the K-swap, the headers in the back, so probably it's like too much heat for the fuel regulator. So I probably might need to relocate my fuel regulator. But then I don't want like the cold nitrous to like nowhere near the exhaust and like the headers and stuff, because you know heat and the hot ass exhaust with the nitrous doesn't mix. But yeah, this is how she sits right now. Okay, so I got bend the fuel lines, or bend the nitrous lines, test it. I don't want to wire it. Like I said, I don't want to film me wiring it, because just in case someone like uses this video to like help them on their car to install their nitrous kit, I don't want to like mess it up, like mess up their car and shorts out something and like, oh hey, you fucked up my shit, and then you know like pin it on me. Like I said, just like search up the wire diagram and it should help you out. It guides you like which one's ground, which one's power, etc, etc. So then yeah, it's straightforward. Honestly, I still have a couple like fittings and like connectors and stuff left over from the kit. But yeah, this is how she sits right now with the new rims. But that's basically it. Hopefully we should get hopefully we can get her tuned sometime. I believe like I don't even know. I like tuning. So my tuner, he wants 600 for, I'm not 600, 500 for a nitrous tune, as long with the all motor. So if I just wanted the all motor, it would be 400, but nitrous like 100 more. So then I am getting my car tuned by Armin Tuned up here in the high desert. He's a good tuner. I seen some of his work and he does really good stuff. I seen he does good tuning. And then he helped me out a lot, like me asking him questions or like my base map. He helped me a lot. He helped me out a lot personally. So props to him. And then yeah, hopefully we'll make some good numbers all motor. I do want like really good numbers all motor, because I've seen like some H22s, they go from like 190 like a stock H22 to like I think the most like 230 with like a basic header, intake manifold, throttle body, injector upgrades. So like, man, 230 stock, that's fast. It may not seem fast nowadays, because I've seen like all these new cars coming out with like 10 seconds, you know, like 800 horsepower just stock. But like, hey, we spent the time to build our motors, y'all bought it, so you know, bought not built. But then as you guys can hear, like as you guys can tell, I am built. I'm not gonna say exactly what, but you know, that's how you say competitive out here in the streets. So I am built. Got simple upgrades like the 3-inch exhaust, big tube header. I believe that's 2.5 to 3 inches. RBC manifold, which I believe flows better than the stock H22 one. 1000cc injectors, 74 mil throttle body. So it should make good all motor numbers. Because I've seen people with like a similar setup to mine with like smaller throttle bodies, like stock intake. They made like good numbers. So hopefully, I don't know. I just gotta tune it and you know, just see. So we're playing on my tuner. He said to put like 100 shot on the kit. Oh yeah, also I want to include that too. So basically the shots are this little these little gold ports right here. So this little book or this little paper right here in the inside, I'm not going to open it, but the inside, it tells you actually I'll open it. It tells you what shot that like whatever shot you plan on running, then it tells you which one to grab. So on the little gold ports, they are like marked on there, so then I highlighted the one I need. E85 4-cylinder direct port. So 100 shot is 0.26 and 150 is 0.23 or 0.23, not 0.23, 0.31, my bad. So then this will help you a lot. Don't lose the paper. So then for now, I'm just gonna he recommended 100 shot, and still, even if I make like 250 on motor and 100 shot, that's 350 for a little street car like this right here, man. That's, you know what I mean? It's I'm not gonna say I'm the fastest on the road, but it gets down, you feel me? Like stock H22, they put down power. You know, before K series, especially back then too, like especially H2B now. So yeah, it should run good. The motors, I did a compression test and it's running like, I believe like 140 or 145 psi in cylinder 4, which is still good. It didn't go down like hella, but you know, it's still better than how it was before when it was all like 30 psi and then all three was like 155. And then also got the slicks right here. These are bad slicks. I believe I talked about it already, but I just mounted the rims on my car because my car, I believe this car stock comes with like 14s, I believe, and these are 13s. So I am gonna call up a shop to like see what kind of slicks I need for the car, because a certain amount of horsepower, a certain amount of like size slicks you need. So I believe like 23, 8, 13, I believe is the size I need, but I'm still gonna call after I get the car tuned. And hey, we just need to get the car tuned and hopefully make it out to not Bakersfield, Las Vegas IFO. So on the to-do list as of now is tune, slicks, and make it out. But thing is, I don't know how fast the car is gonna be, because I heard in Vegas you are gonna run brackets. I don't know if they have a testing tune. That's where I really want to go to. I just want to see how fast the car can like go, like what's the best number or like what's the best 60 foot. So I know it will get down to some slicks, because street tires will be like, what's the point of going to the track with street tires, you know? Like you're gonna need that traction, especially in like racing period. So slicks is a mandatory. Tune, you kind of got no choice but to tune it, you know, not something's gonna blow up. But hey, she's running solid as of just a base map tune. I've just been warming her up every like 3 days with the battery going die, just to like not break it in, but like for the valves and pistons, because they're like, instead of just staying stuck in the garage all day, you know, just like warm it up, you know, get it to operating temp, and then yeah, she's ready. And then Hopefully see you guys. Hopefully the next video will be us tuning it. Peace.